What's up, guys? Gary here. So this is episode 101, man. This is my buddy Tanner, one of my partners in crime. We're gonna do a little tip from the whip, you know.
From the whip.
Yeah. Where we're just gonna talk about, you know, current events. We're gonna do some interviews. You know, I guess for me, I get a lot of solitude and solace from driving in my car. I drive a lot. It gives me time to think about my life, think about where I am, where I want to go, where I've been. So driving in my car is a good opportunity for me to get clarity. So we're gonna start doing some interviews. We're gonna start doing creating some content, giving you guys some good information that you guys can take and start applying to your life right away. Start taking your life to the next level. Start living that dream life. So Tanner, why don't you take a minute and tell a little bit about yourself?
Hey guys, Tanner Passy here, Shop Oyster Real Estate CEO and 90-day challenge partner with this guy right here, taking it to the next level for you guys. So real quick, we're just going to go over some questions about entrepreneurship and really what to understand and what to expect from these kind of videos. Okay, so you can expect to learn a whole bunch of information about how to better your life, you know, in the 5 core areas that we talk about in the 90-day challenge. So here's, Gary, what does a typical day look like for you?
A typical day, Monday through Friday, is I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, get out of bed, go downstairs, get some water. I usually drink a quart of water. I usually always have water on me. I drink out of, might sound a little bit redneck, no offense to any rednecks out there, but I drink all my water out of quart mason jars. So I go downstairs, drink a quart of water. I usually drink a protein shake, get something in my system right away, and then I get right to work. I start writing in my journal first thing in the morning. As soon as I'm done writing in the journal for me gets me really focused. You know, start bringing up those emotions, start getting, you know, what do I need to do today? You know, life it's so easy for us to get distracted and to get sidetracked from the things we must do. And so for me, the 90-day journal, especially in the morning, gets me focused, gets me prepared.
Nice.
As soon as I'm done, oh sorry. As soon as I'm done with that, I do a workout. So I go for a run, you know, 3-mile run. I've got a loop I go to, or I go ride my bike. So something to get that heart rate up, get that blood pumping, get the muscles warmed up, and then I go to work. And then from there, just do my thing.
Doing work after that.
Yep.
So how important would you say is a morning ritual per se?
Oh, it's vitally important. Vitally important. We are creatures of habit. So our habits create our destiny. So if you're someone that you have the habit of waking up late, your entire day you're gonna have this feeling that you're always being rushed.
Yeah, totally.
And so for me, waking up early, having a routine, we're all creatures of habit. So whether you wake up early or you wake up late, it's a habit for you. Whether you eat breakfast in the morning or you don't eat breakfast in the morning, that's a habit. Whether you drink coffee or you drink water in the morning, that's a habit. And your habits create your destiny. Drinking, the difference between drinking water and drinking coffee is the difference between having a healthy life and having a life that's heading toward dis-ease. So for me, it's vitally important.
Yeah, and BusinessInsider.com, they actually said that 80% of the wealthy have a morning ritual, and only 20% of the poor have a morning ritual. So that kind of compares right there, right? They should just explain that. So, Gary, tell me, what's your favorite part? My favorite part about being an entrepreneur is the fact that I don't have a boss over my head, and I control my destiny versus my position controls my destiny. What would you say is your favorite part about being an entrepreneur?
Yeah, I would definitely say that too. My spouse can attest to this, is I can't stand being told what to do. So someone telling me when I've got to be there, what I've got to do, it doesn't resonate with my character in any way, shape, or form. I love risk. I'm a big adrenaline person. I love to skydive. I love to bungee jump. I mean, if it gets my heart pumping and gets my adrenaline pumping, I love it. So I love the risk that's involved. I love building things. projects. I've always been into building cars, building motorcycles. So I love building things. So the excitement and the adventure of building, working on a new project, whether it's a startup or whether it's a new product, getting it out into the market. I love every aspect of entrepreneurship.
So would you say that there has to be a certain type of personality in entrepreneurship, say like an A-type personality, or a person that really likes structure, or someone? Is there a certain personality type to be an entrepreneur, or is there just disciplined actions?
Good question. I personally believe that every single person encompasses all personality types. We're gonna have one that's dominant in us, but we all have all of them. So I'm gonna use, let's say, the STAR method, for example, which would be structure, theory,
Yep.
action, or A-type personality, and relationship type people. We all have all 4 of those character types within us, or archetypes within us. We all have them, but one of them is dominant within us. So in order to be an entrepreneur, you have to be good with people.
Absolutely.
You have to be good with people. You have to have structure in your life. You have to understand what you're doing, and you have to understand your niche or your product. You have to understand those things, and you have to be aggressive. You have to go out there and work. I was just talking about this yesterday. I've been involved in a lot of network marketing businesses. I've worked with a lot of salesmen. I've worked with a lot of people who have told me, I'm going to do great things with my life. I'm going to do great things, but they don't do great things. They don't work. They don't consistently
take the great actions.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't follow through what they're doing.
Exactly. You're not just going to wake up one morning and be great. Yeah, it's not. There's not going to be one. And you know what? And I can say that I've fallen prey to this, is thinking that I was gonna read a book or listen to an audio or go to a seminar, and man, it was gonna be like I got a lightning bolt right to my head and my whole entire life changed. That is not the truth. Success does not happen overnight. Failure doesn't happen overnight. Success comes down to, just like we talked about, having a routine, being a disciplined person. It comes down to your character. And character is being disciplined, being focused, being determined, being industrious, working hard, having faith, those types of things. And most people, when they get in, I'm just going to use network marketing for an example because I think it's a phenomenal business model, but so many people fail at it because there's like a high. You get enrolled, you're just pumped. You're like, oh my gosh, this is my opportunity. I've done it. I'm going to be great, you know? And you go and you've got this enthusiasm, you've got this high, and you go and you hit up your entire power circle, you hit up everybody you know, you run through it, you burn it out, and then it's time to get to work.
To actually do the work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now it's time to go out there and prospect. Real prospect.
Yeah.
Going to the mall, going to the grocery store, just being social.
Grinding.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's where rubber hits the road, and that is where most people fall off. Is because, especially network marketing, is, I guess in any sales, everything relies on leads.
True.
You gotta have leads.
Yeah.
And in network marketing, you got 2 types of leads. You got your warm leads, which is your power circle, and then anybody you recruit, you're gonna have their power circle, so that's a colder lead. And then you got freezing cold leads, where you're going downtown or you're going out and you're hitting the streets and you're making relationships, you're networking, and you're getting names and numbers, you're creating your own leads. So for most people, they just, because it's intimidating, it's scary, and most people aren't willing to push through that terror barrier until they're unconsciously competent of mastering every step of their system.
So would you say the 2 most important aspects, the 2 most important attributes of a successful person would be commitment and discipline?
Most definitely.
Okay.
Most definitely. You've got to be committed. You've got to be disciplined. You got to follow through on those disciplines every single day until you become unconsciously competent. I mean, Tanner, do you have to think about brushing your teeth?
I don't, actually. It bugs me that I don't, if I don't brush my teeth.
Right. Do you have to think about taking a shower?
No, not at all.
Yeah. You become unconsciously competent. It's a part of your character. It's it's hardwired into your subconscious. And when you don't do it, you actually, you know you didn't do it. And you have to practice those daily disciplines to the point that you become unconsciously competent, to the point where it's a part of your life. I'm always prospecting people. I'm not even a part of a network marketing business. I'm always prospecting people. Always.
True that.
Always meeting new people, because you never know when the next opportunity is going to come.
So, have you ever heard of the term think and ink?
Definitely.
Think and ink. So how important is that versus just saying your attributes, your affirmations, excuse me?
Thinking in ink is literally the physical manifestation of your desires. You're
Absolutely.
literally taking your thoughts, your ideas, your desires out of your mind, and you are literally manifesting them into the physical world on paper.
Napoleon Hill famously said that your goals are only dreams until they're written down, and then they become goals.
For sure.
So one of the things that I found was huge was this 90-day dream life tracker. Now this is a huge project right now, Gary, and if you want to just explain real quick what's going on with this.
Yeah, this tracker is just, man, just the way it makes you feel every day when you do it. It clarifies your vision. It gets you focused every single day. Because twofold, thinking in ink and tracking your progress. Tracking your progress allows you to make adjustments to your plan.
Because what you focus on grows, right?
Definitely.
Oh yeah, I've been in it for 2 weeks now, and my goals have shifted just a little bit. They're still the same, but overall they've become more precise and more specific, and I really love that. And I've been able to think and ink every single day.
Nice.
On top of writing on my journal. So I mean, it's changed my life completely.
Yeah, nice, man. Yeah, I mean, from just my experience working with salespeople, training people who want to take their life to the next level, people are really good. They follow through really well when they have a to-do list.
Totally.
And in the book, in the tracker, it's got a to-do list. So in our program, in the Dream Life system, we literally are going to take your goals, these big goals. Let's say someone wants to become a millionaire. We're going to take that goal and we're going to break it down into the simple daily actions
Absolutely.
that you have to practice in order to make that big goal happen. Because a lot of people, everybody wants to be a millionaire. I mean, I go talk to that lady right there. I'm sure she would just love to have $1 million.
Totally.
But most people aren't willing to do what it's going to take because they think it's going to take a lot more than it really will.
Yeah, absolutely. I like to compare success to, riding up a huge mountain on a bike. You're not just gonna push once and fly up the mountain. You gotta push every single step, every single sway.
Most definitely.
You're gonna have to push every single time. Or like you say, you're not gonna eat the elephant in one bite.
Exactly.
You gotta eat that elephant. You gotta eat it bite by bite by bite.
Yep. I think it was a Chinese proverb or Confucius or someone said the journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step.
First step, yeah.
You got to take that step. If you really want to become a millionaire and you say you're willing to do what it's going to take and you're not waking up early right now, that's the first thing you got to do. Because I'm here to tell you, by the time most people are waking up in the morning, I've already done something in the 5 areas of my life.
Totally.
So I can go to bed every single night knowing that I'm knowing and feeling the feeling of success because I've taken action. I'm moving forward. In the universe, there's only 2 constants, 2 guarantees: creation or disintegration. You're either moving forward or you're moving backward in those 5 areas. Totally. You're either getting wealthy or you're getting poor.
Absolutely.
You're either getting healthy or you're getting unhealthy. You're going toward dis-ease. You're either growing towards love and connection and companionship, or you're growing towards depression and despair and loneliness. There is no such thing as stagnation in the universe. Nothing stands still. So if you're not moving forward, you are most definitely moving backwards. Absolutely. And most people, the reason why most people aren't living their dream life is because they become comfortably numb. Just because most people, especially let's say young people, gosh, I know I should eat the salad, but if I eat the pizza, it's not going to kill me today. But then what happens is you eat the pizza every single day, you never eat the salad.
Habit.
Right. Towards disease. Next thing you know, you're dead.
So, say I'm having trouble getting up in the morning. I really want to get up. I'm kind of committed. I want to get up. instead of I must get up early, right? So especially some people, some in MLMs and some entrepreneurs like that, they're their own boss, right? So they're not gonna, you know, write themselves up per se. So what are some things that's gonna help me or help someone in the audience right now is gonna get up earlier?
Number one is you can't be kind of committed. You either are committed or you aren't committed.
Absolutely.
And if you're kind of committed, you aren't committed. So number one is you got to be 100% committed. And if you can't wake up early, that means you're not emotionally driven by your goals and dreams. Your goals and dreams aren't big enough that you are emotionally driven by them.
Spitting some fire right here, guys. Hope you're paying attention right now.
The next thing I would say is, and this is another powerful part of the dream life, is that you need to have an accountability partner.
Oh, totally.
You need to have someone. So for me, I've always been a morning person. So for me, it's really, really easy for me to wake up early. I could wake up even earlier if I had to, for sure. So if waking up is hard for you, you need to find an accountability partner, someone who's going to hold your feet to the fire, and you need to text them every single morning. For me, I know that, man, there's a long time that I went to the gym. So instead of running around my house or riding my bike, I would literally drive to the gym, and I would have a gym partner. And I knew if I didn't wake up and get my ass to the gym, I was letting him down.
Okay.
And so that's what an accountability partner is. An accountability partner is someone supposed to be that if you let them down, you let them down. It's going to make you feel bad.
Because we can let ourselves down all the time.
We already do.
All the time. That's why all of us aren't successful. That's why all of us don't have our dream bodies. You know, we all don't drive Lamborghinis and live in nice houses.
We're living in denial, delusion.
Absolutely. So we don't want to hurt other people. So that's why an accountability partner is huge for us.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
So what's your favorite project that you're working on right now? Besides the 90-day, what are some other things that you got going on right now?
Right now I'm working on, I got a supplement company that I'm getting off the ground. Pretty excited about that.
I heard you hitting a triathlon. I heard that's big.
Training for a triathlon. I got today's the first, so I got 25 days until the triathlon. Yeah, my first triathlon. I'm 33 years old. I've never ran in my entire life, so I've only been running for about the past 6 months. I've really only been running seriously for the past 6 weeks or so.
Yeah.
So it's challenging, you know. I just like we talked about earlier, I'm all about pushing myself. I'm all about getting out of that comfort zone. So definitely training has pushed me. It's pushed me to limits I've never felt before. So that's super exciting. I'm about to have my first son.
Yeah.
That's exciting. I thought he'd come last night. He didn't. An auspicious day, you know, the Star of Bethlehem was in the sky for the first time in 2,000 years. And so to have a son born on that day would have been auspicious in my opinion, but I'm into some weird stuff. So got that. So, I mean, I'm a family man. It's exciting, you know. I haven't been a family man for very long, and so that's something that definitely, it's a catalyst for growth for sure. And I just feel like, you know, having my own blood and reproducing and creating literally a miracle, and creating a miracle is just a catalyst for just huge growth. I use my children are my greatest motivation.
Absolutely, same with mine. My son Thaddeus, he's a huge why to me. I write it down every single day. We take a father-son day every single day, and it motivates me so much more because I'm able to unplug from my business and everything like that. I'm able to look outside and what I'm actually doing. I'm able to unplug. So how important would you think unplugging from yourself would be?
Oh my gosh, vitally important.
Would that qualify as like meditation-wise as well, or just completely unplugging? Say,
you know what?
Walking away.
Dude, great question. You know, I practice transcendental meditation. I've been practicing it since 2013. And that is a way for you to unplug twice a day for 20 minutes. It's powerful. It's
profound. You get actually 8 hours of sleep in those 20 minutes. Did you know that?
Oh, for sure. In fact, it puts you into states that I think that you don't even get into when you're sleeping.
True.
You actually connect with the unified field, with the pure pure creative consciousness when you get into those brainwave states. So very important. But I also believe it's vitally important that you literally unplug from your business at least once a quarter. So every 3 months you unplug for at least 14 days. 14 days. They say it takes roughly 7 days for you to really get unplugged.
That's true.
For your body, your physiology, your your nervous system, for it to completely unplug and for you to really relax and be in the moment, it takes roughly 7 days. So once you hit that 7-day mark, you just got unplugged. So you need another 7 days to bask in that energy. And when I say unplug, I'm talking you don't have a phone, you don't take your phone, you have no communication. I'm saying you leave the state, you go into the country, you do whatever it's going to take so that no one has any way to communicate with you, and you can reflect, you can go within, and you can spend time reconnecting, relating to the people who matter most to you.
And then you can take a break and actually see why you're pushing so hard instead of just seeing the grind.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Gary, why are you wanting to help people so much? What makes you so passionate about changing people's lives?
What makes me so passionate about changing other people's lives is that my life has changed so much in the past 10 years, and I'm not special. I am special, but I'm not special. I mean, I'm a high school dropout. I was hanging around the wrong people, doing the wrong things. My life was headed toward death. I mean, I wanted to be just dead, you know. And so me, through all the information, through all the books, through all the masters, through all the mentors, you know, my life completely changed. And I was asked a question through an audio, and the question was, if you had all the money in the world, you'd experience everything you could imagine, you know, living in the mansions, living in the penthouse suites, you know, flying first class, G6, just everything you could imagine, the finest meals, the finest clothes, the finest cars, everything. What would you do then? And my answer to that question was, I would help other people get to the point where they could experience it. Because I believe that that we are all a part of nature, and nature is infinitely abundant. Nature provides us with absolutely everything we need, want, and desire. And all you have to do is figure out how to play the game, how to get in harmony with nature, how to get in harmony with nature's laws, and then abundance will pour into your life. And so that's why I want to do, is because I know that we all have been programmed with the desire to want more. Everybody wants a better life. Everybody wants better health, better wealth, better relationships, better spiritual connection. Everybody wants to feel like they have a purpose in their life. Everybody wants that. It's inherent in all of us. And so for me, if I can go out there and I can inspire people to live their best life and become the best version of them possible, then I feel like I could die knowing that I contributed. Exactly. I might not change the entire world, but I'll know that I lived a purposeful life rather than I just was living in the rat race. That rat race, yeah, just here. Most people aren't living. They're not living a life. They're not living the life they really want to live. Most people are going to a job that they don't like to make not enough money to pay bills that stress them out, just to wake up every single day to do it every single day until the day they die.
Take out credit cards to go on vacations that they can't afford.
Exactly.
And there's,
because they want the vacation.
Yeah, they want it.
They want it. They just can't afford to do it without getting into debt, and they can't do it without binding themselves.
Totally.
And so there's more money today than there was yesterday. There's more opportunity than there was yesterday. There's more food on this planet than there was yesterday. There's more water. The same amount of water has always been on the planet. Yeah. Always.
And it just circulates.
It just circulates. That's it. So for me is that it's really, life is not hard. Life is not hard. It's only as hard as we make it. And I feel the way that my mind works, I'm really good at taking things apart, finding out a better way, a more efficient way of putting it together. So I believe that I've created a system that anybody can plug into, and if they are committed and they are disciplined, then their life can completely change in a short period of time.
So there you have it, guys. You gotta get a plan. You gotta be prepared. You gotta be committed. You gotta be disciplined. You gotta have a morning ritual, and you gotta have a accountability partner. So there you have it, guys. 90-day Dream Life Challenge. Go ahead, follow me and Gary on Tips from the Whip on a weekly. So go ahead and follow us. So go ahead.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Look forward to bringing you a lot of great stuff. Be sure to follow my man Tanner. Be sure to follow me. Look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow.